Hello, everybody. This is Justin Tabor, Director of Player Development with Kansas City Men's Basketball. Today, I'm going to be talking about jabbing with the ball. Kind of like a jab series. But first thing you want to do is offensively, you want to catch the ball in triple threat. Triple threat is catching the ball, being in a stance, bending your hips, wide bases and shoulder length apart, making sure you're strong and firm with the ball, making sure that when you do jab, your left foot, depending on if you're left-handed or right-handed, making sure that your left foot or right foot is down, and making sure that your jab is not all the way forward to where all your weight is forward, making it hard for you to get back to the starting position and then try to attack. Make sure that jab is short and quick. And also, with it being quick, you can hold it for a second, like a count of one, and then make your move, just to see what the defender does. Is he going to back up? You may have a shot. If he presses up, you may sweep and go by, or you may have a jab crossover step, which you'll see in some of the clips I'm going to be showing you all. Another indicator while in the jab and when you're trying to attack out of the jab, how that defender is guarding you. So as a defender, they'll either have either hand up guarding you. If their left hand is up, that's your indicator to let you know their top foot is their left foot, and that's what you want to attack. You want to attack their top foot. If I have my right hand up, it'll be my right foot. So as an offensive guy, you don't ever want to look down at the defender's feet, of course. But your indicator is which hand is up. If it's right hand, attack the right foot. If it's left hand, you attack the left foot. All right? And from there, you can sweep, shot, pass, finish at the rim. But let me go ahead and show you guys. I'm going to share my screen here. So within these clips, you're going to see the jabbing out of the shot, jab crossover step, jab with some head fakes, which are very effective. Always try to utilize the head fake as well by being deceptive with your eyes, with your head, pump faking with the ball. You'll see some clips of that as well. So let's start here with Jalen Brunson. He's in a stand, slow, jab. That subtle jab was just enough to get that defender to back up like so here. Same thing, back up into a shot. Kyrie, he jabs. Notice how he leans with his shoulder. That's effective as well. Quick jab into a shot. Kyrie here, got a crossover step. So he jabs, shows the ball, gets the defender leaning, gets to a sweet spot for a pull-up. Kyrie again, jab, defender climbs up into him. Notice how the defender has his left foot up now, and watch Kyrie attack it with a hard sweep, violent sweep out of the triple threat, out of the jab. Kyrie again, shot fake, jab, sweep, gets lower his defender and was able to get by him. Kobe, we've all seen this before. Mr. Fundamental himself. Jalen Brunson again, grab, crossover step, but keeps it alive to utilize that ball screen he gets to attack this big. Kobe again, shot fake, jab, head fake. Very effective moves if you use it properly. Now, I wanted to show this clip. Jalen Brunson is going to miss this shot, but I wanted to show it because, as I spoke earlier, to remind some of you, I spoke about keeping defenders in jail several months ago. And you're going to see here within this clip where he jab, crossover, drives, and then he's able to keep the defender on his hips slightly to get a shot off. Jab, crossover step. Notice how he keeps him in jail, keeps it on his hip, creates separation for a shot. Let me get back to you guys. So let me see if I stop sharing. There we go. So I hope that was very effective for you. Hope it was easy to understand. Just a reminder, making sure your players are in triple threat position, bending in waist, strong with the ball, feet are square to the basket, body square to the basket, and, look like a player. Look like you're going to shoot first. Let the defense know that you're offensive threat first. And then you attack what the defense is giving you. If it's left hand, you attack that top foot, that left foot. If his right hand is up, you attack that right foot. All right? Hopefully this was as I said, very helpful. You could take this back with your kids that you're coaching and get them to be more fundamentally sound with this jab series. Thank you for your time.
Right now, we're going to talk about the fundamentals of the jab step. Now, as a ball handler, as someone who hasn't dribbled the basketball yet, I always want to dictate how the defense is going to play me. All right? Great defensive players, great defensive teams, they're going to preach pressure defense and be all over me and make me react to the defense. No, as an offensive player, you want to dictate what the defense does. And the best way to do that before you dribble the basketball is using the jab step. So rule number one, when you catch, you've got to have a good athletic base getting low. All right, now the jab step starts after a good base with the establishment of a pivot foot. All right, and a pivot foot, all that means is that I plant one foot. For most right-handed players, it's going to be your left foot, and that foot is anchored on the ground. And I can spin around like a top, and that is a perfectly legal basketball move, all right? The second that I spin around and I pick up this pivot foot, that's a travel, all right? So imagine you have your foot glued to the ground, but the good news is you can move in any direction with your other foot, and that's where the jab step comes in. So when I first catch the ball, I'm in good triple threat. I have my strong pivot foot, all right? I want to test to see how the defense is going to react to me. And so I give them the jab step, all right? Now, I like to call this squashing the bug. Ha! Ha! Especially for younger kids, they get that metaphor a little better. Squash that bug, squash that bug, squash that bug, squash that bug. And essentially, that's the science of the jab step. You want the ball in the pocket right here, all right? Your shooting pocket. This is a good position for an offensive player because you can pass, you can shoot, or you can drive, all right? So to have a good position, ball position is key when doing the jab step. When I do the jab step, I'm gonna jab, I'm gonna squash that bug, and I need to do it with enough force to make the defense believe it, but I also can't do it too fast that I can't read what the defense is doing, okay? Because there are three reads I'm gonna make off the jab step. When I jab and the defender doesn't go anywhere, doesn't react to my jab step, that gives me an advantage. The defender is standing still, I'm already halfway past him, I can put the ball on the floor and go by him. Second read, if I jab and the defender is so scared of my driving ability that he takes a step back, I know that if I step back, I have created a tremendous amount of space to get my jump shot off. And thirdly, if I jab and the defender flies to the side I'm jabbing, I know I've created a driving lane going the other way, so I'm just gonna cross over and I've made my position. So those are the three reads when doing the jab step. Remember, do it forcefully, but don't do it so quickly that you can't read the defense. Because at the end of the day, the jab step has one goal in mind: create space for the offensive player.